Salvete omnes. Hodie legemus partum 3 de libro quius nomen est Ritchie's Fābulae Facilēs. Hello everyone. Today we will read part 3 of the book whose name is Ritchie's Easy Stories. We'll be using the version produced by Jeffrey Stedman. Follow along as I read the whole section and see what parts you can understand. Then we'll go line by line, translating and discussing any hard grammar. Incipiamus. Let us begin. Perseus igitur multos annos ibi habitabat, et cum matere sua vitam beatam agebat. At polydectes Danaein magnopere amabat, atque eam in matrimonium ducere volebat. Hoc tamen consilium Perseo minime gratum erat. Polydectes igiter Perseum dimitere constituit. Tum Juvenum ad se vocavet, et haec dixit, turpe est hanc ignavam vitam agere. Iam durum tu adolescens es. Quo usque hic manebis. Tempus est arma capere et virtutum praestare. Hinc abi, et caput medusae mihi refer. Bene. Perseus, therefore, was living there, ibi, for many years, multos annos, et cum matere sua vitam beatam agebat, and was leading, agebat, that's in the imperfect, was leading. We have this construction here where agebat vitam is to lead a life, or to live a life, might be how you'd put it in English. And he was living a happy life, vita beata, a happy life, with his mother, cum matere sua. So cum takes the ablative, so matere is in the ablative, and sua is in the ablative and is feminine, so that it matches matere. At polydectes, and polydectes was loving, amabat, greatly, magnopere, Danaein. You might look at that in and be like, I would expect an m sound, not an n sound, for the accusative. And the reason here is given for you. Danae is a Greek name, so we're using the Greek accusative, which is the n sound. No, n and m are both nasals, and if you produce both sounds, you can tell that they're very similar, m versus n. So there's a similarity between Greek and Latin there. Atque and volebat was wanting to, ducere, lead, her, eam, in matrimonium, in matrimony. So, and he was wanting to lead her in matrimony. You could write this more idiomatically in English and say, and he wanted to marry her. Hoc tamen consilium Perseo minime gratum erat. However, tamen, this plan, hoc consilium, was, erat, minimally pleasing, minime gratum, to Perseo. Perseo there is in the ablative, in the dative, because it's to him. No, hoc and consilium, you might see that sound at the end and think, oh, consilium must be in the accusative. But remember, consilium is a neuter noun, so the nominative and accusative look the same. So hoc and consilium here are both nominative, and we know that based on the context of the sentence. Polydectes igitur, so therefore polydectes constituit, planned, dimitere, to send away. Mitere is to send, so dimitere is like to send away or to dismiss, Perseus. Tum, then, Juvenum ad se vocavet, so he called, vocavet, the Juvenum, the young man, to himself, ad se, et haec dixit, and said these things. Turpe est hanc ignavam vitam agere. So it's shameful for you to lead this lazy or cowardly life. Ignavum vitam. So here we see that construction of agere vitam again, to lead a life or to live a life. Iam dudum tu adolescens es. So already, for a long time, you are a young man, adolescens. Keep in mind that the Roman meaning of the word adolescens is different than the English adolescent. An adolescent is usually someone who's, let's say, like 12 years old. In the Roman context, adolescens is referring to a young man. Quo usque hic manebis. So here we have the future, manebis. So for how long will you remain, manebis, here, hic. Tempus est, it is time, capere arma, to take up arms. We've got the infinitive there. And here arms means weapons. Et praestere virtutum, and to show or to demonstrate your virtue. If you were translating this, you could translate virtutum, which comes from virtus, as virtue. You could also translate it as power and strength, since all of those concepts fall under the idea of virtus. Hinc abi, so abi is imperative, so go from here, et caput medusae mihi refer, and bring me back, refer, that's an imperative, to me, mihi is in the dative there, and what does he need to bring back? Caput medusae. Caput is another neuter noun, so here caput is in the accusative, we know that by context, and then medusae has the genitive ending because it's referring to the head. Bene. I'll see you in the next video.